Every single grain of rice on your plate survived a journey most people will never see. A gauntlet of spinning drums, laser-guided cameras, and machines so precise they can spot a single broken kernel in a river of 100,000. Right now, somewhere in a factory the size of several football fields, 300 tons of raw rice are about to be transformed. And what happens in the next few minutes inside that building is nothing short of industrial magic. It starts long before the rice even reaches the factory gates. Trucks roll in loaded with what's called paddy, rice still wrapped in its tough, inedible outer husk, fresh from the fields. But here's where things get really interesting. This paddy isn't ready for anything yet. It's damp, dirty, and mixed with stones, straw, and stray seeds. Before a single grain can be processed, it has to prove it's worthy of the machines waiting inside. The first stop is the intake station, where massive pneumatic suction pipes vacuum the paddy straight out of the trucks. Sensors instantly measure moisture content because rice that's too wet will rot in storage, and rice that's too dry will crack under pressure later. If the moisture is off, the batch gets diverted straight into industrial dryers, where hot air is circulated at carefully controlled temperatures to bring every grain down to the perfect, safe storage level. Once it passes inspection, the rice doesn't go straight to processing. It gets pumped into towering steel silos, some reaching several stories high, where it rests in climate-controlled darkness. This is the calm before the storm. Because what comes next is where things get intense. The cleaning stage is brutal, and it has to be. As the rice is pulled from the silos, it flows through a series of vibrating sieves and screens that shake violently, sorting grains by size and shedding debris. Then comes something most viewers never expect: powerful magnets. Yes, magnets. Because tiny metal fragments from farm equipment can sometimes hitch a ride with the harvest, and even a trace of metal could destroy expensive machinery downstream or end up somewhere it absolutely shouldn't. But the real magic happens here, the husking stage. The paddy is fed between two rubber rollers spinning at different speeds, and the friction between them literally rips the tough outer husk off every single grain. It's fast, loud, and shockingly effective, stripping away a layer that's been protecting that grain since it was still growing in a flooded field months earlier. What's left behind is brown rice, the version most people rarely see. It still has its bran layer intact, which means it's more nutritious, but also has a shorter shelf life. This is the step most people never get to see, because from here, the factory has to make a decision: package it as brown rice or push it further into a machine that's about to change its color entirely. If the goal is white rice, the grains move into a whitening machine, where they're pressed against abrasive surfaces that gently but firmly scrub away the bran layer. Friction generates heat here too, so the machines are engineered to control temperature carefully, because overheating even slightly can affect the rice's texture and cooking quality. The air fills with a fine dust of bran, which isn't wasted. It's collected and sold separately, often used in oils and animal feed. Now here's a twist most people don't expect. After whitening, the rice looks duller than the polished grains you buy in stores. So it moves into a polishing chamber, where a fine mist of water, sometimes with a touch of glucose or talc, depending on the facility, is applied while the grains tumble together. This buffs each kernel until it develops that glossy, almost translucent shine consumers associate with quality. But what happens next might surprise you even more. Not every grain survives this journey intact. Some crack, some break, some come out too small. So the rice flows into a length grading machine, using rotating cylinders with precisely sized indentations. Whole grains get lifted and separated, while broken pieces fall through and get sorted into a completely different product stream, often destined for uses like rice flour or pet food, so almost nothing goes to waste. Then comes a stage that feels almost like something out of a spy movie: color sorting. The rice pours past high-speed optical cameras that scan every single grain in a fraction of a second, searching for discoloration, yellowing, or foreign particles that slipped through earlier. The moment a defective grain is detected, a precise burst of compressed air shoots it out of the flow. So fast and so accurate that thousands of grains can be inspected and corrected every single second without slowing the line down at all. At this point, the rice is nearly flawless. But before it's allowed anywhere near packaging, quality control technicians pull samples throughout the day, checking moisture levels, grain length, whiteness, and purity against strict standards. This isn't just a formality. A single inconsistent batch can affect an entire shipment's reputation. Now the rice enters its final transformation: packaging. Depending on the product line, it may be funneled into small retail bags, sealed by machines that weigh, fill, and stitch shut hundreds of packages every minute, or loaded into massive bulk sacks for wholesale distribution. Metal detectors give one last check as bags move down the conveyor, because even after everything, a factory can never take food safety for granted. From here, forklifts and automated pallet systems stack the finished bags with almost military precision, preparing them for trucks that will carry this rice to warehouses, grocery stores, and eventually, kitchens around the world. Think about that for a second. A grain that started as a rough, husk-covered seed in a muddy field went through drying, cleaning, husking, whitening, polishing, grading, scanning, and packaging, all in the span of a single industrial process, before it ever touched your plate. It's one of the most overlooked, yet incredibly sophisticated food journeys on the planet, hiding in plain sight inside facilities most of us will never step foot in. If this kind of behind-the-scenes industrial journey fascinates you as much as it fascinates us, make sure to like this video, drop a comment telling us which factory you want us to explore next, and subscribe, because there are countless more of these hidden manufacturing worlds waiting to be uncovered.